What comes to mind when you hear the word three branches of government? Branches from a tree? Today, we explore that. The three branches of government come from the founding fathers wanting to make sure that the federal government never overdid their power. The three branches consist of legislative, executive, and judicial. In theory, these are all used to give equal power to all branches of government and make sure that they balance each other out. The legislative branch is housed in the Capitol, though the Capitol hasn't been the only place where Congress has met. Prior to the Capitol being built, Congress met in Philadelphia's Carpenter's Hall, which would later be named Independence Hall, as it is the same place where the Declaration of Independence was signed. This would be the temporary capital from 1790 to 1800, though many other towns in Philadelphia would be used as capitals to the finishing of the Capitol in Washington, D.C. in 1800. The legislative branch has two chambers, the Senate and the House, but it wasn't always two. When the framers made the draft of the Articles of Confederation, they made it so there was only one chamber of Congress. And in that chamber, all the states had equal amounts of representatives. But the larger states didn't like the fact that they got the same representation as smaller states because they believed that having equal amounts of power gave the possibility of abuses. So in order to get both sides happy, the Founding Fathers started from scratch and came up with two new systems, the House and the Senate. The House would get a more proportional amount of representatives, while all states would get two senators in the Senate. Though we have it today, back then only the House of Representatives would get voted in by the voters, while the senators had it a little different. Senators would get nominated from their home states by the state legislature. This would be the norm until 1913 with the passing of the 17th Amendment giving citizens the power to vote for senators. The House was made to be more representative of the population, with having 435 members who served 2-year terms, and with 6 non-voting members coming from American territories and Washington, D.C. The House is overseen by the Speaker of the House, who is a representative put in by the majority party. If a bill is proposed, the House is usually where the bill is first proposed. This is also where the impeachment of any federal employee would begin. If a bill would be able to get through the House, it gets sent to the Senate. The Senate gives all states equal power, with each state having 2 senators who serve 6-year terms. On occasion, the Senate is overseen by the Vice President, who is called the President of the Senate, and when the vote is split 50-50, the Vice President splits the tie. When the Vice President is absent, the President pro tempore, who is the senator who has had the longest continuous service in the Senate from the majority party, takes that position. Senators have much more say in the legislation because of the smaller amount of members, and they tend to be able to speak much longer than representatives. They are also in charge of approving any federal nomination by the President. All federal district and Supreme Court justices must be confirmed by the Senate in order to become a justice or a judge. The House and Senate also have different requirements, with someone needing to have an active citizenship in America for 7 years and be the legal age of 25 to run for the House, whereas to be a senator, someone must have 9 years of citizenship and be the legal age of 30. Next week, we will talk about the 2 other branches of government, judicial and executive. Till then, signing off.